Okay. Pee Wee's little, and he likes to climb rocks a lot, and Hermie likes to go and burrow a lot. I like feeding them fruits and vegetables, and I change the water dishes every day. They sometimes like to crawl over each other and play a lot, but they usually just burrow. Hello. Truck 3 is pulling out. Truck 3 is pulling out.
mommy's waiting for you in her high heel shoes and a low neck sweater. Get back home, Loretta. Oh, let that back, get back to where you once belonged. Yeah, get back to where you once belonged. Back, Joe.
All right.
I think he's finished. Friday Live Lancaster. Friday Live Lancaster. Vote for Joe. Not just beer, I drink whiskey too. Friday Live Lancaster. Friday Live Lancaster. Vote for Joe. He can make a difference as long as it's not Monday.
All right. Broadcasting live from TELUS 360 on 91.7 FM The Ville, WIXQ, Millersville University, and on the web at FridayLiveLancaster.com. This is Friday Live Lancaster.
Woo!
Welcome, everybody. That was Cordy Byron, our one-man fabulous house band with a few sit-in guests as well this morning. So welcome. We've got a great show. We have Joey Holland Garcia in the house, Lancaster Galleries, Music for Everyone Festival of Voices, Acapella's 360s, and the Malpas Brothers. So we've got a heck of a show ahead of us. And then I've also got Joe Devoy here, who has just decided to run for president.
Yes, after
That
after a lot of deep thought over at least 2 minutes of my life, I decided the time is right
Oh my goodness.
slightly less crazy than the opposition. I think we can make a real go at this.
I think you can make a real difference right here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and now you're just going to spread that all across the country. I think that's a really great
absolutely.
thing to
Running
do.
on a campaign of we're going to build the best wall you have ever seen around Lidditz. It is time for change like this.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
Very good. Well,
We
thanks,
missed,
Joy.
we missed you last week.
I know it. I was actually at a board meeting
Oh,
in
sounds exciting.
Bear Creek, Pennsylvania. That's right. So I was driving while you guys were all having fun over here. So I missed you too, but it's good to be back.
It is good to have
I'm glad
you
I
back.
still have a job.
Yes, you
the
definitely have a
show.
job. You
You didn't
definitely have a
replace
job.
me yet.
If there's any replacements, it'll be because I've got a higher office.
That's right. Well, I understand, but maybe you could do both. I don't see why you couldn't, we couldn't do this broadcast from the White House.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Frat party, lots of beer.
I
Kev's
think
coming
so.
down Tendon Bar. It's
All
going to
right.
be a great time.
I think it could be a great time too. Well, we are your hosts, Laura Kendall, Joe Devoy, and we're going to hear a really wonderful song by one of our Millersville own faculty members, the professor of music, Dr. Jose Holland Garcia. He's going to sing a song called I'm a Star.
Someone give me a chance and just watch me break through. I deserve to be seen. This dream feels way overdue. I was born to perform more than anyone knows. I am passion and guts. I want this, and it shows. I thought I have cried, I've been broke, I've been bruised. Yet at the end of the day, this life is what I still choose. I am song, I am dance, all I need is a break. This is all that I am, someone give me the chance. I am more than the average, no one. One chance just to prove to you I am someone. Let me sing for you now, more than just 16 bars. If you give me a chance, you'll discover a star. I will risk everything if that's what it takes. I can be what you want. I know all that's at stake. All the strength and the will, all the vigor and fight. When I stand on that stage, watch my spirit take flight. I am more than the average, no one. One chance just to prove to you I am someone. All I need you to see is the hope and the drive. This is all that I know. It's what keeps me alive. I know everything I need to know. I know every song. Just give me a stage and strike the lights. I will prove I belong. dreamt wide awake. I have dreamt with my heart. All I need is a break so that the real dream can start. 'Cause I worked way too hard to be brushed off just yet. Time to prove to the world I'm someone not to forget. I can't let all my dreams go nowhere. I won't stop till the day that I finally get there. To see my name bright in lights up there on the marquee. All I need from you now is to wake up and see I'm a star. A star.
Oh, fantastic. So that was, of course, I'm a Star. And I'm not even sure, what's the musical from, Joey?
Yeah, so the interesting thing is that it's actually not from a musical at all. These are pieces that are written by contemporary musical theater composers, so they're written in the style of musical theater and written by musical theater composers, but not actually from any show.
Okay,
Ah,
well.
so it's the song that couldn't fit a show.
I think
Exactly.
it was. It was so amazing that they just couldn't find the right. So you're doing a cabaret at the Ware Center tonight in the Owen Salon, and it is called Speak to Me.
It is called Speak to Me.
So tell us a little bit more about all of the wonderful songs that you have planned for tonight.
So I think really it comes together with the concept of the show, Speak to Me. These are all songs that kind of in some way have some deeper meaning and have connected to me on a certain level. And really it's all tied together by the idea of a moment of decision. So a question that demands an answer. And so I think that's what it's going to be featured and highlighted in all of the pieces that I do. They're their own mini worlds. They have their complete story, a beginning, a middle, and end. And so it's just really neat to see how all of those pieces unfold.
And it's really great. I think the cabaret format sort of really lends itself well to digging into the meaning of these songs and how they personally affect you or how they personally resonate with you, and so that'll be kind of fun to see how you weave the night together with all of that. And you have some guests that are going to be also on the show.
I do. I'm very privileged to have several of my students also perform along with me. I have a wonderful band, Scott, who is here playing piano today, and I also have a bassist and a percussionist, so it's just going to be a really fun time.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night.
Now, is this the first time you've done this show?
This is actually.
That's
So
awesome.
this is the first time that it's been created and put together. So I'm really excited to see it come to life tonight. It's like, this is a dream of mine. It's been a long time coming. So now to see it all happening is really exciting.
So Joe, you may not know this, but Joey has this incredible voice and range. He is actually classically trained vocalist. So I've heard him do some incredible recitals of just some of the most moving, beautiful classical music. So this is actually really fun to hear you do some Broadway tunes and do some tunes that you don't normally hear on a classical recital. So
And is there one song specifically that speaks to you more than the rest? Is there one here that you just can't wait to sing
Oh my
tonight?
gosh, that's a great question. I think all of them kind of
First
touch me in a
time
different
ever.
way.
First time ever, he's had a great question.
Oh, wow. Yeah, actually there is one piece that I'm really excited about singing tonight. It's actually a piece that I'll be dedicating to my husband, and it really just talks about my future and kind of what I see in that. So
That's
that's
awesome.
probably one
That's
of my
awesome.
favorite.
Oh, that's so great. You're going to have a packed house tonight, and I'm sorry to say, those of you who didn't get tickets, there may not be many left, but we might be able to squeeze you in, because it is going to be in our intimate space upstairs, which is very exciting.
Which is a great space.
It
for
is
this.
a great
Yeah,
space.
that
It's
would be
perfect for
great.
this. So,
Yeah.
so as you developed this show, you are what was sort of the process like? I'm always curious about how artists and musicians put together a show.
It was grueling.
Not easy then.
Yeah, no. I think the thing that was most difficult about putting the show together was there were so many songs that I fell in love with and that kind of
imagine.
spoke to me.
Yeah.
So it was really hard. I had like 200 to 300 songs, and so trying to narrow that down and really figure out, okay, what makes the most sense, what works well together, I think that was really the most difficult thing. But I think that also lays the foundation for looking at how those songs can be used in other ways, perhaps for future engagements.
Very cool. Yes,
Yeah.
for future engagements. We like this. There might
Yeah.
be a
Ambition.
Definitely, right?
There could be a return visit to Lancaster City, because this is
Yeah.
really a chance for Lancaster City to get to know you too. You're on our cabaret series, and that has such a following, so it's really fun. I'm so excited to introduce you to our audiences. I mean, Lancaster really needs to know about you. You are a rising star, a shining star, for sure. So
Thank you.
what is next after this for you?
Oh my gosh, after this, well, we'll be doing a classical recital in the fall.
Okay.
So, and that will be with some of my colleagues at the university, so as with the voice faculty there, so I'll be excited about that. But, you know, I really do enjoy what you were talking about earlier, Laura, is this idea of a crossover artist, where I can use my skills and talent and training as a classical singer, but also, you know, develop the skills that I've developed as a contemporary singer as well. And I think that's important for all my students to see.
Oh, absolutely. And I think some of the best nights we've had in here is definitely when you have that crossover, when you have the mix of them genres, it becomes something special at that stage.
Definitely.
I think, you know.
Definitely. And a huge plug to the Millersville students, because we've had them on the show a couple of times, and I know you'll be working with them in the fall as well on a musical.
Yep.
And they're so talented.
They're amazing, yeah.
They are amazing.
They
and
really
they
are.
really do incredible work, both on stage and behind the scenes. We have a lot of students that work at the Ware Center as well, and I know you've worked with a few of them, Joe, over here. So we just a real great shout out to our students who work so hard. So awesome. Well, I'm really hoping that we might be able to talk you into doing maybe one more song.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
absolutely.
So, somebody's going to say no.
I know. One of these days they're going to be like, "Are you
Someone will
kidding?
say no.
Forget it." All right, great. So, and the song is "I'll Be Seeing You."
Yes, and so this is actually it takes a turn away from the contemporary musical theater. This is a throwback to an earlier style of music. The song was actually made popular by Frank Sinatra, but it was actually from a musical, which I think very few people know. So I'm featuring it on the cabaret tonight, and I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of throwback in style.
sounds
Oh,
awesome.
that
Yeah.
sounds
Great.
really great.
Thank you, Jose.
Yeah, absolutely. So, "I'll Be Seeing You" is by Craig Carnelia. Yeah, did I say that right?
Yes, you
Okay.
did say that.
And Scott Allen's on piano. No.
Williams.
Williams.
Scott Williams.
Oh,
That's
Scott
okay.
Williams. It says Scott Allen on my sheet. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
goodness.
Scott Williams. Great.
That's
And
all
so we'll let you get set up,
Yeah.
and we'll get another
That's
song.
going to be awesome.
I know. I'm excited.
Me too, me too.
Cathedral bells were tolling, and my heart sang on. Was it the spell of Paris, or the April dawn? Who knows if we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart and mind embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Such a beautiful voice. Thank you. That was Dr. Jose Holland Garcia. Thank you both very much. And Scott Williams on piano. Thank you.
That was awesome. That was so
Give me
cool.
chills.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Oh, really well. Just fine.
Excellent. Follow that.
yeah, right?
Follow,
We have to
follow
follow
that.
that.
So-
That's what Joe and I think all the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It blows you away. It's a good seat to be sitting in.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that was fantastic. So we are here with two ladies from Lancaster Galleries. You've been doing this since 1984.
I have.
That is amazing. So you're one of the first
congratulations.
galleries in Lancaster.
Yeah, we're
one
the
of
Grandma Gallery. So.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us about that and tell us about how you got started and why Lancaster. And
Well, we came to Lancaster in the 70s, and my husband was a painter. And at the time, we started a family, decided to go ahead and open the gallery in 1984. And it's just been there ever since. We specialize in work from the area, both contemporary as well as the stuff that was happening in the 60s and 70s. Lancaster's had an art team for a long, long time.
yeah,
So-
absolutely. You have to have seen a lot of changes
Oh,
over.
Oh, tremendous amount of change, just tremendous. We've been in the same location for 27 years. We're right behind the Ware Center.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping you'll open the windows up there tonight so that we can hear some of the
Osmosis. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've seen a tremendous amount of change. The community has always supported the arts in Lancaster, but in a different kind of a way. There were not galleries back in the 60s. There were bookshops and libraries that hosted. And then in the 70s and 80s, maybe there were a few more galleries, a couple stable galleries. And then it's just more recently we've seen the boon in all of the galleries and Gallery Row and First Friday and things. But the first art walk was actually back in the 60s.
Was it?
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah.
so it's similar to the current May art walk. and
Similar, yep.
Ah, that's
Lots
awesome.
of people walking the town looking at artwork.
Awesome. And where did you come here from? Where are you from originally?
I'm actually only from Harrisburg, so I'm not that far away.
Yeah.
Not
So
that far away.
why did you pick Lancaster as an artist or as a?
Lancaster is just beautifully centered among the Susquehanna River, New York scene, Philadelphia scene. It's just is a very welcoming place for the artists themselves to be inspired, received, and accepted. And it just seemed to make a lot of sense. It's a walkable city. It's changed a lot
Oh, yeah,
in 30
absolutely.
years, but it's a walkable city. It's a friendly city. It has a market. It's just had everything that, as young artists, we're looking for just in our lifestyle as much as anything else.
Very good. Well, tell us about the show that is opening tonight. I take it. Is tonight the opening of
Well,
the show?
actually, tonight's our closing reception. The show ends tomorrow, and Alice Kelsey's work is up right now, and it's beautiful pastel work. Want to tell them a little bit about it?
Oh, sure. The show entitled Landforms includes about 25 of my landscapes, all Pennsylvania scenes, primarily pastels, some oils, and I think it's just beautifully displayed throughout the gallery. Kind of feels like walking through the areas that inspired the work, the way it's hung and very inviting.
And what areas did inspire the work, or where do you base most of your inspiration from?
Pennsylvania landscape really appeals to me, the variety, diversity within it, and most of my work has begun outside on location. I got an art backpack full of supplies that I can go, miles off-road and find these really, it's usually an open, natural place that appeals to me, and thankfully Central Pennsylvania has a lot of those, so places along
picturesque.
streams, woods.
Well, and it's easy to forget we are so close to so much beauty down on
Yes,
the Susquehanna.
absolutely.
Yes.
So much great walking.
That's great. Yeah. So it's one more day basically to see the show. But if we wanted to see your work beyond that, do you have a website or a place that we could go also to look
Yes,
at it?
and I work with Lancaster Galleries throughout the year. There's
Great.
always work available there, and
Nice.
on their website, Lancaster Galleries, plural.com. Also have my own website, alicekelsey.com.
Great.
Very good, very good.
Fantastic.
So you have a few more shows coming up, I see, as well.
We do. Once Al's show is finished, we will hang, and we've allowed the Mount Gretna School of Art, which is just a couple of years old. It's a wonderful program. It's run by Jay Noble, and he actually sets up a place in Mount Gretna where the students go and study. And when I say students, some of these painters already have their master's degrees. They're coming from as far away as Arizona. There's a university that is sending their students one sort of as an award to come study with different painters that he brings in. So it's really an advanced Chautauqua style painting thing. And we give them the space. We'll hang the show for them. There'll be pieces there. And then on Sunday, the 10th, we will help them auction the pieces off, and that all goes to support tuition for some of the students coming from as scholarship money.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it shows for a week, basically. So it shows Saturday to Sunday.
Well, it'll
Sunday.
show. We'll put the show up on Monday. It opens Tuesday, and it'll run through Sunday.
And then live auction done.
The live auction is on Sunday.
Oh, that's
and you
awesome.
can leave proxy bids. You can go to their website, Mount Gretna School of Art, and look at the art there. It's wonderful stuff. It's all from, most of it's been donated by the teachers, the
fantastic.
painters, or just painters from all over the region that have just have a lot of hope for the school and just want to support the school.
There are some incredible young artists too that
Absolutely.
you are, that we see when we see some exhibitions around town.
It's
I'm always
amazing.
so amazed. Yeah.
It really is. The depth is just wonderful, and I think it has a lot to do with, again, the region and Lancaster, and it's so open
Absolutely.
to receiving the arts.
So after seeing Lancaster change for the last 30 years, what do you think the next 30 bring for?
Oh, wow! Don't I wish I could say that? I think it'll just keep going the way it's going. Every time you talk to people, I think what really is wonderful is the people who live in the city, that support the city, and they actually live the city. And because of that, I think the young people that I see around town are really wonderful
Absolutely.
in the way they're thinking about the city. This is wonderful what you do here. This is
We
just-
have a lot of fun, that's for sure.
We do.
It's like,
I think we need to start drinking on the show.
you would say that. We have coffee.
You know. I
Well,
think-
Joyce, thank you so much
Thank you for having
all
us.
of
Thank
it,
you guys for
really
coming in.
starting and being a part of the first gallery in Lancaster, because
Well,
look at how
it's
far
been
we've
fun.
come.
It's a
Yeah,
fun
no,
ride.
that's awesome.
Thank you so
Good luck
much.
with the closing of the show. I hope it's a boom tonight.
Absolutely.
Every piece is sold.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks
thank
for
you.
stopping by and come back soon.
Thank you for
All right, thank you.
having us.
That was
All right.
City.
Joyce Herbeline and artist Alice Kelsey from the Lancaster Galleries. So thank you very much. And now we have Cordy Byron.
Down in some lone valley, in a sad, lonesome place, where the wild birds still hum their notes to increase. Farewell, pretty sorrow, oh, I bid you adieu. Still I dream of pretty sorrow, wherever I go. Oh, my love, she won't have me, so I understand. Oh, she wants a freeholder who owns a house and land. Oh, I cannot maintain her with silver and gold. Yes, and all of the fine things that a big house could hold. Farewell, pretty sorrow, oh, I bid ye adieu. Still I dream of pretty sorrow, wherever I go. And if I were a poet, write my love a letter that she'd understand, and I'd write it by the river where the waters overflow. Yes, and I dream of pretty sorrow wherever I go. Yes, I'll dream of pretty sorrow wherever I go.
Thank you. Our very own Cordy Byron. So with us right now is Music for Everyone, a wonderful nonprofit in town.
Every
and
one of them.
Every single one of them. And with us is Brendan Single. Welcome.
Hello.
And who else do you have with us
We
here?
have Victoria Maurer, Chris Barton, and Kate Rhodes.
Oh, great. Well, welcome all of you. And
Thank you.
so we've got Festival of Voices coming up, which I think is probably one of the city's favorite events. Tell us a little bit more about it. It's here at Tellus 360. I know that.
When it's
much.
all over, I think it's in more places than
Okay.
Tellus 360. Part
Yeah.
of it is, but
So this year we're partnering with 4 different venues across the city, and basically it's a celebration of the human voice, and we're celebrating choral music, and it's community building power. So tonight we're at Trinity Lutheran with a free and open concert to the public. We have 8 different groups, including the wonderful MFE Community Chorus, closing out the night. Tomorrow we have workshops for the community, choral workshops that anybody can come, build community, the sense of community, but also maybe learn a couple skills. And there's 5 different workshops that will be hosted here generously by Tellus 360.
looking forward to it.
And then also tomorrow night we are in an effort to kind of bring different kinds of things into the fold. We're doing a film series over at Zotropolis.
Oh, very
that's
nice.
awesome.
That's also free and open to the public. We're doing a suggested donation of $5, but we really want people to come and experience the movie, which is called As It Is in Heaven.
Very good.
And the last event, the main feature event, will be here on Sunday afternoon at Tellus 360 with internationally renowned choral wonders, the Cat's Pajamas.
That's a great name, actually.
The
for
Cat's
it. Do
Pajamas,
we
I
know where
love
that came from?
Yeah, where did that come from? They made it, well,
We'll find out.
yeah, they didn't explain it.
Cool
It just
name.
is. It's a
Yeah.
mystery.
Yeah.
I love it.
Until Sunday.
That's right, until Sunday. So, and if people wanted to find the full schedule, where would they go to get all the information?
You can visit the Music for Everyone website. You can visit the Lancaster Festival of Voices Facebook page, the Music for Everyone Facebook page, or and there's also posters all around town. And you can send us a message, send us an email, call me personally. However,
Brendan's
however you'd like
number
to.
is.
So I know for a lot of you, you've put so much time into this. You've been really passionate about it. What is it about this that excites you so much? And I'm looking at Victoria because
Yeah, she's got the Music for Everyone T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Everybody does. Oh, that's fabulous.
Yes, we do. We all have our MFD T-shirts on. The festival was born out of a kernel of an idea 4 years ago, and because of what we had all experienced as a life-changing event when we began to sing in choral groups. So we were so excited about that and wanted other people to have that experience and understand that experience more. So this is our 4th year, and we went from one day or one evening to 3 days in 4 years. So
Oh
we
my
think
gosh!
that's pretty good.
Congratulations. That's
Yes,
really
and
great.
how many groups are performing over the whole weekend here? There's got to be 15
over
or
a dozen.
20.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so awesome.
So if someone wanted to get involved just because they like to sing, how would they do that? I know it's a community chorus, so I'm thinking anyone could join if they wanted to. Is that true?
Well, that's true.
Okay.
Our chorus has gotten very big.
Ah.
We started with 7 people and the first year of the
Oh, was
community
it?
chorus.
No
Yeah.
way.
and 7 people around a piano, and we're now well over 100.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea.
Oh, that's amazing.
so
When you say-
fantastic.
I didn't realize it was 100.
That's
now.
100.
Yes,
So you may
yes.
have to start a junior chorus or something after expanding.
There are ideas rolling around about
Okay,
how
that's
to
great.
expand it, because we have physical size limitations,
Sure.
and the conductor has,
Just-
size limitations.
that would be like-
however,
yeah, how do you do that?
however, on tonight, we are having one great big group sing that will consist of about 150 people.
No way, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Yes, at Trinity Lutheran at the end of the evening.
Oh, that's so
what
great.
song are ye all singing, or is that a secret too?
We like secrets.
Chris,
It's
we will.
We will rock you. No, I don't know. I'm kidding. That's really exciting. Well, there's so much that I've been reading lately just about how community chorus and singing together is such a community building tool, but it's also really a great self-expression tool. It brings stress down. It makes people feel more connected. So it's really great that you all are doing this. And it doesn't surprise me that there's 100 people and plus wanting to be a part of that. That's so fantastic.
Yes, and people, if you go to the website, MFE's website, you can find your way to the chorus website, and there's a way there to, put yourself basically at this point on a waiting list, because we do.
I think that's what Laura is getting at.
Yeah,
with all
the
these
waiting list.
questions.
Yes, that's
I
right.
have a feeling she's looking to
Yes.
become part of this wonderful chorus.
That's really
Now, that waiting list, when we decide, like we have made a decision in the past that we are just going to, let the chorus get bigger and then see what happens. So we've done that, and we're handling that. So now we're talking about, are we going to, make it even bigger? So
That's the problem with success,
Yeah,
it just
right.
keeps rolling and
Oh,
gets
yeah.
bigger. What do you do?
I think it really is one of the feel-good things of Lancaster. It's a bit
Absolutely.
like the market there and stuff.
Yeah.
Every time you see you guys, you all enjoy it so much. You all look so good. You're all so enthusiastic
Absolutely.
about it. It's fantastic. I remember when you did Hallelujah in the back, and everybody was just dispersed through the room, and it was just so wonderful. So no, I
That's
think
really
it really, really is one of the great things at Lancaster, what you're doing with the
Absolutely.
chorus.
And I think if you talk to any chorus member, you will find that in some good way their life has changed
Yeah.
through the act of singing in a vocal with a group of people.
That's great.
All right, I'm signed up. Let's get
All
on
right,
the
let's do
waiting
it,
list.
Joe.
Yeah,
We're in.
today.
We'll get on the
we're
waiting
on.
list.
Yeah. It's
As
not-
soon as we join, though, then it's going to drop to like
the-
10 people.
well,
Nobody
the-
wants to be
the quality might drop a little.
We'll practice. No, it's great.
I was in a church choir once in my life. I was about 5 years old, and I was in primary school. And the parish priest came up to me and he said, "Joe, is there any chance you could mime?"
That's called lip syncing. That's an art. You can lip sync. It's okay.
It was a good start
You
at
can do that.
5. I'm scared ever
That's right.
since. Yeah. So, what else would you like to tell us about this before?
Just if you're interested, come out, check it out. There's a lot of opportunities for just to experience the power of choral music, but also learn a little bit more about it and learn some techniques. And it's going to be a great party on Sunday too for here at Telus 360 for the finale event. So
What time do each of these? So tonight is at what time at Trinity?
the doors will open at 6 o'clock.
And then concert at 7.
We'll do concert. The concert will start at 6:30. Tomorrow, the first workshops start at 11. Second workshops start at 1. And then the movie will run at Zotropolis from 4 until 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And then Sunday, the doors will open at 3:30, and then we'll kick off the concert around 4.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Sunday's so exciting, the whole thing. So, MFE chorus is singing Sunday, is that correct? The the Lancaster Bible College is
Yes.
singing on Sunday.
Sunday.
The Cats Meow.
The
I keep
Red
wanting
Rose
to say
City
the
Chorus?
Cats Pajamas.
The cat's pajamas. That's right. The MU Chromatic Expansion, our student group, is going to be there as
Oh,
well.
that's going to
Yep.
be awesome.
I guess they're going to be at your place, so that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah,
And
yeah. We love having students in
yeah,
it.
I know, it's
Yeah.
awesome. And the Red Rose City Chorus so tickets are just $10 at the door, and you can get them at Telus.com. There's not a 360 on there.
There is a 360, I would say, on that.
Telus360.com. I'm looking at Meg. She's like, I didn't write this.
Easy for
Who
you
wrote
to
this?
say, Laura.
Yeah.
There's not a hope
Telus360.com.
she's going to be able to learn the
No,
song when she
terrible. I
joins
think
the
they are going to
chorus.
fire me. They're going to just replace me. But thank you so much for sharing with us. Music for Everyone is such a wonderful organization. Thank you for all
very
you do
much.
for Lancaster City.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for
And I
being here.
think we're going to get, as you guys are heading off, we're going to hear a little bit of a cappella singing here from the Whiskey Gingers.
Oh, okay.
What-
Take it away, Whiskey Gingers.
We just want to say first, we're really happy to be part of the Festival of Voices and that we get to conclude the whole thing. So, got a quick song for everyone. Bum dum bum bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da dum 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 bum ba da dum.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd. But someone picked you from the bunch. One glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go.
Let you go, baby.
Now that I've seen you in his arms, trying to live without your love was one long sleepless night. Let me show you, boy, that I know wrong from right. Every street I walk on, I leave tear stains on the ground, following the boy that I didn't want around. Let me tell you now, oh baby, give me one more chance.
Show you a little love.
Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go.
Let you go, baby.
Now that I've seen you in his
I
arms.
want you back.
Thank you so much. Acapella's 360 champions. the
You can
Whiskey
leave Ant and
Gingers.
Brendan accept the bill. That was awesome.
Fabulous. Welcome, welcome. So who do we all have here? Go ahead and start.
I'm Matt Johnson. You may know me from Capital Day, and I'm the host of Acapella's 360.
Very nice.
I am Meredith Stone. I am the ginger in Whiskey Ginger.
I'm Mark McGuire. I'm the newest whiskey of the Whiskey Gingers.
He looks like he's the whiskey and the whiskey ginger here. Look at him.
And I'm JJ Gamache, also part of the Whiskey Gingers.
Very nice. Well, welcome everyone. So tell me about Acapella's 360. How did it get started? What in the world is it?
Yeah, I think we can say it's a bona fide phenomenon at this point.
I think it is. It has literally
during these semifinals.
taken over the city.
Yeah, I think there was a moment during the semifinals when I looked at Joe and said, we have a real thing on our hands right now. It started out in the most kind of innocent of ways. Joe said he was at a bar and people started singing and it got him all inspired.
Meriden was one of the people who started singing that night.
Yeah.
So
And in Joe's entrepreneurial way was like, how do we turn that into something? And so
He turned to you.
I was a little incredulous at first, but then we started talking it out. And
He still is.
Until the semifinals, yeah. But then, people decided to go home and practice and work out arrangements and put together real groups. I think our first group the other day created a Facebook page for their a cappella group, and they're now going to be
watch
a
out.
band.
Who's this?
So they're High Pipe.
Because-
They're just a band now because of this. So that's what we're hoping, and I hope these guys will follow too.
I love them.
Yeah.
So tell me, is it like, those TV shows, The Voice, where people vote and then they choose a winner? How does it, or does it just
it's
totally
like The Voice,
arbitrary?
except it's all judges vote, as we found
Yeah,
out. But the
yeah.
judges can be swayed by your song
By
selection.
crowd
So it's,
enthusiasm.
Oh my
It's a lot of
gosh.
it's just getting the crowd into it, the
So
song selection.
So there's a little corruption involved. I love it.
You might know Lancaster's version of Simon Cowell, actually.
Who's that?
Rob Bigley.
Rob Bigley.
Say that.
The good doctor.
Rob
He's
Bigley,
very
who runs
fond
the
of
trust.
pointing out his many music degrees.
Hey,
We've made a drinking game out of it every time he actually mentions one of his music degrees.
So
Everybody
you
has
know
to
I
drink.
went to Eastman,
Yes.
and
When I was going for my second choral
Oh yeah,
degree.
right.
That's how you know you did well when he applauds for you
That's
or
true.
says something
Right.
positive.
Who
You
knew
just
he was
kinda
so
say,
tough?
Yes, thank you.
Woo,
We're
I'm
done.
home free,
Thank you.
home free,
Bye.
home free.
Yeah.
He's not even here to defend himself, so no.
Exactly.
No, I,
I hope he's listening.
Yeah, I hope he is
I
too.
hope he's listening. So, tell us, what are you expecting for Sunday? I'm looking at you, Matt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody's pulling out all the stops. Obviously, some of the groups, like I said, are becoming actual bands. I know that people have been emailing me all week. How many songs do we do? Is it okay if we do this? What are we going to do? Can we wear costumes? Can we have a light show, pyrotechnics, all that kind of stuff? I actually didn't have it, but people have been emailing
I'm
me
good with
frantically.
pyrotechnics.
Okay.
Sparklers, Joe. They're just
So
sparklers.
yeah, they're just gonna be. So I'm expecting some real sparks to fly on Sunday, but I think it's all going to be good. Everybody likes each other, and everybody's going to be competing. So that's what's beautiful.
And I think that really is the beauty of it. You see, the biggest cheerleaders for each team are the other teams.
Yeah, that's
it
cool.
really is. It's something that just makes you feel
Yeah,
good. It's a great night. You leave here all happy and drunk usually.
Yep.
But
Everybody
it
has
is
a good
just
time.
a good time. Makes
Just
you feel
you,
good
Joe.
about the world.
So in case the viewer, the listeners don't know, the twist is that the groups get to prepare 2 songs, but then they have to face the Wheel of Death, which is a carnival wheel that we spin, and it has songs listed on it, and they have to then go with 10 minutes preparation and come
Figure out
back and
the song.
perform the song.
No
and the best part
pressure.
about it is that usually is the best round. I mean, people are, it's unpretentious. You're not thinking about it. You're not in your own head. You just come out and perform.
Nice.
You're not expected to do an amazing job, and that's where the amazing kind of moments happen.
I never
like
thought
it.
the whiskey gingers were pretentious.
I didn't mean them. I meant other groups.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, we're very much in the Wheel of Death mode. I mean, we literally rehearsed that song for 2 minutes before we came out here. So,
Then you're like, let's
and a
just
lot
go
of
for
that-
it.
And it's a lot of fun for us to do that. If we had more time, and a lot of these groups do a lot of preparation, and we've practiced a few times, and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully we can keep it going. And
Our
just
group
get
came
better.
about that way. We met at the door. We were just going to watch the competition, and it was
I
the
made you
2
do it.
original members, and then Matt made us do it. He said,
Well
hey,
done,
I know
Matt.
this third person. You should sing with them. You guys should all go sing. You all like to sing. I hear you sing karaoke.
So watch out
And
if you come on Sunday,
yeah,
you might
be
automatically
careful.
be
You might
swept
get pulled
into
in
one
next
of them.
time.
Oh no,
and
the
wind
brackets
up.
are set. It
Oh,
is-
they're all
it
set
is.
now.
Oh no, yeah, no,
This is the
newcomers,
championship.
no
No
walk-ins.
newcomers.
This is
We're
just
down to
you'll
the
get
final
sucked in. You
4,
wanna
which is
do it
appropriate
next-
for this week.
Yes,
Next
yes,
go
yes,
around
for the next
sure.
go
There'll be
around.
40
So
teams
yeah,
next
if
time.
you do want to have, say you want to get a group together and
Laura
enter
is mad
in,
to
how do
sing.
you do that? We have to wait till next year?
You do have to wait till we start the
Okay.
competition up again, but
All
that
right.
doesn't mean you shouldn't come and take a look at the competition to see who you're going to be gunning against.
You will have enough
next
fun.
year. Yeah.
Scope it out, get the feel.
Well, no, in some of the best teams, Kevin in Behind the Bar was on one of my favorite teams.
Oh, yes.
It was called Tell Us How Bad We Are.
I remember that.
It was a great start to the competition. Donal, which should be around somewhere, did the best version, 10 seconds of a robot I have ever seen in my life.
I actually thought that Kevin's sexual healing healed me.
Yeah.
But no, I think we also had a group who did a 12-minute long sea shanty. I thought
Oh,
that was
yes, I
that was a
remember
beautiful
that.
addition to the thing.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That was so good.
So, some of the best groups in acapellas are the worst groups in acapellas.
I love it.
Sometimes the less not preparation, but the less thinking goes into it, the better you wind up being, because you just kind of lose yourself in the music and your friends and your beer, and it
Yeah.
winds
Have
up
a
being
good
a really
time.
good experience. It's kind of what
And
it's
there's
all about.
no cover. You can just
No
walk right
cover.
in and
Walk
enjoy.
right in.
back in.
Awesome. Well, it's
Dance right in.
this Sunday at 7 p.m. here at Tell Us
Right after
360.
the end of Festival of Isis, so come
It
on out. There's
sounds
going
like
to be
you
a
just come
bunch
on
of great
Sunday and you
musicians.
stay.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, very good. Well, thank
Please
you
do.
all. Thanks for coming out and sharing about us, and good luck.
Thank you.
And, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Come back and tell us more about it later.
I would love to.
Okay.
All
Very
right.
good. Thank
See
you.
you, folks.
you.
The good.
So we are going to hear now from the Malpas brothers. They've traveled from afar here to Lancaster City, and they're going to sing a song called I Found Someone to Love. It's an original song from their latest CD.
I found someone to dream about, someone to wish day in and out, to always be here by my side, to love my heart forevermore, to never walk through cheating's door. I found someone to love, even though she don't love me. Even though she don't feel the way I feel deep inside, even though she don't want me near every day and night, even though she would be happier if me she'd never seen. I found someone to love, even though she don't love me. I know that I just fool myself of dreaming of a future. No love light ever shines in her eyes. It matters not what she may think, my feelings they remain the same. I found someone to love, even though she don't love me. Even though she don't feel the way I feel deep inside, even though she don't want me near every day and night, even though she would be happier if me she'd never seen. I found someone to love, even though she don't love me.
That was Christopher and Taylor Malpas. So they're going to come over and chat with us a little bit about their concert that is tomorrow night, Saturday night, in the Ware Center in our atrium space on our 3rd floor.
That
So
sounded
welcome,
beautiful.
guys.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Welcome to Lancaster.
Thank you.
So you all drove yesterday. How many hours?
It was about 7 hours.
Yeah.
We got here about 3 this morning, but I'm feeling good.
You guys are looking fresh,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
very
see,
good.
see, it's more dangerous. If you get here around 10, you probably are more liable to get in trouble.
Fair enough.
That's right. All the trouble had stopped when we got in.
That's right. Now, well, so tell us a little bit about how, obviously, you're brothers. You've been playing together probably your whole lives or for a very long time. But what got you interested in this sound, this kind of vintage country sound?
Well, when we were kids, we stayed with my grandparents a lot, and my granddaddy ran a little honky-tonk. And he had a jukebox, and all the records off the jukebox, when they'd change them out, he'd bring them home. Well, we would get in there, Taylor and I, and listen to those records as kids. I'm talking like 8 and 9.
Okay.
And we were immediately hooked on that type of music. The sound was so pure and real, and to know that there was no punch in and no computer.
Say anything about the sound being pure.
That was a low bass
dramatic.
note there. How'd you like my bass note? But there was no computer, digital stuff to do anything. It was all real, and that's something about that really inspired us, and we just fell in love with that kind of music.
Nice.
So.
That's awesome.
So Taylor, how did the two of you what was it growing up that how did you learn to play? How did you guys kind of get together?
Well, like Chris said, we always listened to records, and in a lot of ways, we thought that was the only kind of music there was, when we were children. And it was like one of those things you're fascinated by it, and you want to learn more about it, and so we did. And Chris played first.
Mm-hmm.
We're 4 years apart, and he was traveling around doing churches and stuff when we were kids.
Okay.
And then when I was 9, I believe, I decided I wanted to start playing, and we got hooked on the Louvin Brothers. I don't know if y'all have heard of them, but that was what really got the ball rolling whenever we discovered them.
Okay. And did you both start playing guitar, or was it?
I was playing guitar, and Taylor, of course, today, he's only playing mandolin, but on the show tomorrow night, he'll be playing. He plays really good lead guitar, because we do a lot of rockabilly style stuff as well as country, and so he played mandolin first, and then later went to guitar.
So
But
you-
he does both. I can't do but one.
Yeah, makes a good duo. So, what's the process like? Because you have original music as well that you're going to play. You played a song for us just now, and then tomorrow night you'll play some original music.
ma'am.
What's that process like to play together?
Songs just kind of come to us. You know, we don't really plan them. Sometimes I'll get an idea like that one. While ago, I couldn't even tell you where it came from. It just happens, you know. And the one that we're going to do later on is one called Man in Black, and we actually wrote that one about Johnny Cash when he passed away. So we just sort of get together. I'll have an idea, and I write it, and I show it to Taylor, and he's my brother, so he'll go, "That's horrible," or
You can be honest,
sucks,
right?
or, "No, that's good."
But 7 hours later.
Everything Chris writes, though, we try to keep it a vintage feel to it because we don't want to lose.
Well, it's kind of how we write. We can't help it. This isn't a put on. It's what we are.
Right.
You know, we drive old cars. We have old antiques in our house. I mean, it's just the way we enjoy that style. Everything had so much style back then, and it's just kind of happens that we write that way.
Nice.
So.
And this is a sort of a touring. You're touring the U.S. You've visited a lot of places, but what's been your favorite part about touring your music so far?
I love meeting new people and seeing what each city holds.
Yeah.
That's always interesting.
And going overseas has been Ireland and Switzerland and
But
Scotland. They love
this music in Ireland.
And
yeah,
it's people
absolutely-
our age, kids our age. We played in Ireland in the Ulster American Folk Park, and it was raining that day, and there was like 600 or 700 people standing in the rain singing the words to the songs we were doing. And they were young, some of them were young kids, and that was amazing to me.
Well, and I think there's great similarities between Irish music and what you're playing
Yes,
here.
sir.
So, and I think
Yes,
we
sir.
hear that being Irish, or we always grew up like with this music. All our parents listened to this music. We had 8-track upon 8-track upon 8-track of what you're playing here. That so I think it genuinely is loved in Ireland, and country was always huge in Ireland, and the older country
Yes, sir.
especially.
We always are honored to go over there, and then of course the U.S. we enjoy doing that too. We like going to places like Pennsylvania and people staring at us really weird when we talk.
See, that's what I've been putting up with all my life.
You know the feeling, don't you?
Yeah, I just do it with a bad haircut.
Well, you know what? We played in Memphis a couple of weeks ago, and Donald Trump was in the same town that night. And when I walked, well, you're gonna like this. When I walked on stage, I said, "People usually ask us, do you really talk like that? And is that really your hair?" And I said, the funny thing about it is across town, somebody's asking Donald Trump the same question.
Your hair looks
That's
way
great.
better.
Yes, absolutely.
But in another 30 years.
That's fabulous. So you mentioned Johnny Cash. Will we hear some Johnny Cash?
You will, yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We always do some Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and maybe a little Elvis, early Elvis, but we'll definitely do some Johnny Cash, yes, ma'am.
I love Elvis. Elvis is my favorite
he's the
musician.
guy, right?
Oh, yeah, me too.
Do we have time for 2 songs? Could we get him into doing?
Let's try. Sure.
Could we get a bit of Elvis and obviously
Sure,
we
what
would
do you
love
think?
to hear
Yes,
these
sir.
songs.
It's gonna be a little tough today because I don't have my guitar. I'm playing.
All right, the mandolin could be interesting.
I'll figure something
We'll do
out.
what we can do.
Elvis loved the mandolin, I heard.
How
I
do you
think
get
there's a
here?
song in that somewhere.
There might be. Well, we're thrilled that you're here in Lancaster. We hope you come back many, many times.
Thank
and welcome. I know you've got today to kind of explore the city a little bit too, and there's some great restaurants and great things to do. Tell us 360, in fact, is a great place to come in the evenings.
Absolutely. Come
So
on
if
up
you want to
there,
come
we'd
back
love to
over,
see you for a few beers.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And welcome. And we're so excited for your concert tomorrow night. So I'll let
Thank
you
you.
get all set up.
Okay.
And that is Christopher and Taylor Malpas. They're going to be performing tomorrow night at the Ware Center. And if you still want to get tickets, they are a few available at artsmu.com or call 717-871-7600.
This is one that we wrote about Johnny Cash when he passed away. Taylor doesn't have the guitar, but we're going to do it best we can. On September 12th, God must have felt June Carter needed company in her mansion in the sky. So he sent angels to Johnny saying, "Well done, fine Christian.
You've been mighty faithful and you walk the gospel line. Now Johnny, he was tough. Cash's life was rough. He lived each song he sung about his soul in every line. If it hadn't been for Jesus and June's strong persuasion, he might not be performing on that Opry in the sky. Now I won't forget the day that great legend passed away. The tears I must have cried when I heard my hero die. But I know he's got some songs on the charts up in the line, 'cause the man in black's wearing white. Lots of men have told their stories through music lines and lyrics. Only a few of them have left their mark on life. Johnny's songs gave me wisdom, taught me to stand on my own, till I hear that train coming round the bend to take me home. Now I won't forget the day that great legend passed away. The tears I must have cried when I heard my hero die. But I know he's got some songs on the charts up in the line, 'cause the man in black's wearing white. Now at night when I ain't sleeping, I see him in a vision, standing on a golden stage playing his guitar. Hey, out walks Waylon Jennings, gives Cash that way more grin, says I'll be dang if it ain't happened, we're highwaymen again. And now I won't forget the day that great legend passed away. The tears I must have cried when I heard my hero die. But I know he's got some songs on the charts up in the line, 'cause the man in black's wearing white. 'Cause the man in black's wearing white.
Fantastic. Thank you both so very much. You'll stick around for maybe one more, maybe, but that's our show. That's our show,
That
Joe.
is our show. I think there's a few announcements. Get the flock together, I just wanted to say it.
Yeah, we've got lots of weekend events,
So that is April 1, May 14, unveil a social media campaign to raise awareness, collect donations for Friends of the S. June Smith Centre.
Oh, okay then. And we have... Go ahead. We have First Friday tonight all over the city from 5 to 9 p.m., so get out and support the arts. Tonight at the Ware Center, in fact, is Celebrate Libraries. So you can come up to the third floor and see all the things that the libraries have to offer.
And sorry, I was meant to say Festival of Voices we just talked about going to be the best weekend ever
Absolutely.
for choral music
And
all over
Lancaster New Sounds is presenting Inspira, Power of the Spiritual, and that's on Saturday, 7:30 to 9. I'm not sure where, somewhere. And also Sunday evening at the Ware Center, Dr. Anita Renfro on piano. This is one of her last concerts before she retires from Millersville. She's a phenomenal pianist, and it's going to be a beautiful concert. So everybody should check it all out, and we will see you all next week again here at TELUS 360 and on the air, 91.7 The Ville, or at FridayLiveLancaster.com. You can stream our show. Huge thanks to TELUS 360. Tony Geyer, Jacob Lewis, Megan Wilson, Hans Smucker, Curtis Silverwood, Abby Harsh, and all of our guests. Of course, Cordy Byron. And next week we have Naked Eye Ensemble, Benjamin Vo, William Nonmacher, Meg Lefevre Teeter, and A Fistful of Sugar.
And Laura Kendall.
And Joe Devoy. Thank you all for coming out.
Vote for Joe.
That's our show. And we might hear some music from Cordy Byron and the Malpas Brothers. They're working it out. Okay. Go for it.
Well, I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down the San Antone.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you never play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
Well, I bet there's rich folks eating out in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking blunt cigars. But I knew I had it coming. I know that I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me.
If they'd free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, well, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I long to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.